I know how to read Al-Fatiha, and of course Qul Huwallahu Ahad, Allahu Samad, Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad, wa Lam Yakul Lahu Kufuwan Ahad. So I'm just coming out from prayers. Yeah, I'm gonna head to the park. Alright, Assalamu Alaikum. Assalamu alaikum out there to my Muslim brothers and sisters, and also to my Chinese viewers and Christian viewers, let's say everyone out there, hello. And yeah, I'm not doing like 5 times a day prayer at the moment. It's not easy, but you know, I think with time surely I will get there. I'm in the right place and where I can, you know, I can do such things, you know, like here in China I feel very, very free, like, to practice my religion. It's a safe place. I don't have to worry about someone, let's say, you know, pointing fingers and start saying some racist stuff, right? Or maybe look at you in a fun way when you disclose your, let's say, your faith or your religion, right? You know, so when you're in such a place, right, basically it allows you to be more open-minded, right? You don't see danger left and right, you know, regardless of all the things they say about how China is like that and like this. Trust me, man, this place will blow your mind away, honestly. And yeah, I went to the mosque and I did some prayers, you know, and I try my best, like, at least once a day go to the mosque and then practice it. And I know by the time this video go live, on basically on the Ramadan will be over, and Eid Mubarak, I wish you in advance. And yeah, so unfortunately now I was unable to observe the Ramadan. You know, it's a thing I've struggled with when I was younger. I think maybe when I was younger I was trying, you know, I did attempt like to finish it at one point, you know, so basically. And I can do it. I think I can do it. I'm in the right mindset, and I'm not running away from anything. I'm not hiding anything, so I'm being transparent with you. You know, the thing is, like, when I create videos about China, this channel doesn't make me money. You know, I don't rely on it. I make enough money, like, to explore, to travel, right? Guess what? I've been approached by various brands, but you know, it hasn't panned out to the way I want it to, you know. So I don't want to, like, let's say, promote a brand that I'm not so comfortable with. Well, thankfully, I think at the moment there was a one I signed up with. It's called what is it, the name again? So it's called Safetywing, you know. So I'm not used to, like, promoting brands on my channel, so it takes a bit of time, like, to mention it. So yeah, Safetywing, I've used them before. So when I travel, and of course you have to stay insured and secure, you know, it's very, very key, especially I like to ride a bike, you know. So yeah, so I think it's very important, you know. I'm not just trying to promote them, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to support the channel, if you want to support me, and then of course, and if you're thinking of traveling anytime soon overseas, then definitely check out the link. It's my affiliator link, right? I'm not making money for just saying it, but of course if you use my link, maybe the little thing from that will help the channel, right? You know, I don't rely on YouTube revenue. I don't rely on making money on this platform. Not at all. I think my channel has been, yeah, let's say suppressed, you know, and that is really sad, isn't it? Because I put so much time and effort into it, but I'm doing it for the sake of doing it, right? Just passing factual information out there for those who are curious to know what it's like being a Muslim person here in China, mate. If you have a lot of questions, don't worry, in the future, once I continue to get all this, let's say, Beyond Borders series across China out of the way, then when I have enough time, then of course, and I will tell you exactly everything. But you don't have to worry too much, really. In fact, you don't have to worry at all. Yeah, religious practice is totally fine. I think there was a comment I came across in the last video, and basically someone said like, China is a very tolerant place when it comes to religious practice. As long as you don't, you know, you don't force someone like to observe it, then it's totally fine. It's true. You know, you don't cause any trouble or offend someone's peace, you know, so it's fine. People get on here pretty well. Where I work, right, there's a mosque and there's a church nearby, close proximity as well. There's so many there are countless of mosques here in the city, right? The city I live in, Tianjin, and in the cities across China. I mean, I'm telling you, there are thousands upon thousands of mosques here in China, and there are many Muslims, I mentioned in the last episode, right? So yeah, it's amazing, really, you know. So when I first came, right, I had this kind of like misconception, like, oh, maybe Muslims are treated poorly, they've been oppressed. I don't see that here, not at all. It's just BS news what they tell you out there about China, how people don't have freedom to express themselves. This is what the Western media does best, you know. And I want you to understand, right, whatever that fit the narrative of Western viewers, come on, bring it. And the one thing for those who don't know, right, because I grew up in the West and I've lived in the US as well, and I've traveled extensively, I'm not just like speaking out of, like, let's say, ignorant, right? I've been around the world. I've been to many countries, and I've lived in places, right? You know, so I tell you what, in the UK, for example, right, the people that pay for, what is it, for the BBC, you know, the BBC, right? So those are taxpayers' money, really. The BBC is, it's basically funded by people that pay TV licensing, the citizen, right? So as many corporations, or let's say national TV or whatever, it's been paid by the citizen, you know. Basically, they take the money from your tax. They'll tax you, you know, from your pay. They'll just tax you, just take it out of it, right? So of course, and yeah, you have to give what your, what is it? Is it subscriber, not subscribe? Yeah, it's more like a subscription, really. Getting scammed all the time, really, and it's not really fun. So and they're producing propaganda contents for their viewers, of course, and that's why a lot of people in the West, they're lost and confused, especially those who have never actually ventured out and traveled to the places I've been, you know. And then you learn, you open your mind, you see how the people think in this part of the world, right? You know, one thing I like about China is, like, here, how men rules, you know. This I just want to reiterate on that, right? Men's rule this place. I'm talking about man, proper man rule this place, right? It's not like a weak, you know what I mean, feminist mindset or whatever, right? No, our politicians are becoming women in the West. Absolutely, I repeat, our politicians are becoming weak, and women is being run by women feminist mentality, and that's why you see society is going down. But it's not the case here. I mean, women know their place in society in Asia, in Africa, but not in the West, you know. I think there's so many like rhetoric that is passing on there, right? People have this agenda they're going about. It's really sad. It's damaging society, really. Kids are becoming rude, you know, in the West, you know. Crimes are off the roof, really. I mean, it's really shocking, right? I mean, quality of life, you know, life expectancy has actually gone down significantly. I mean, there's no quality of life anymore in the West. There's no freedom of expression like the West boasts for, right? You try to make a joke you used to do 10 or 15 years ago. Try to do that now. People are just so sensitive. Even someone you could say, oh, you're black, you're white, you're brown, or people get triggered. Unbelievable, really, right? The sense of banter is out of the picture now. You know, people are just so, I mean, they're just so vain, just care about themselves too much. They get offended so, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people in the West, they have a very weak mentality right now. The way they think, the way they go about things, it's just so weak. You know, get out of that. I mean, I'm talking about lots of people. Get out of that mindset. Become a man again. Be a man. If you're a woman, I'm talking about be a man. You know, basically, grow up. I mean, tie up your trousers, mate. I mean, pull it up, mate. Come on. It's really crazy. I mean, man built China. And this is fact. Look, when you see men in control, men do stuff. They're engineers, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're construction workers, they're delivery riders, right? They're teachers, they're inspirationals. I mean, they're educators, they are, what is that? Yeah, they're influencers, they're storytellers, you know, they're filmmakers. Men's rule the world, their society. A man, if a man is not in a home, trust me, that home is broken. It's fact. It's not a debate. This is fact. If you don't have a man present in a home, it's broken. It was shattered. Especially if you have, let's say, kids. Absolutely, you need a man around. I mean, this is fact. I do appreciate the strong women out there. If you're strong, yeah, it's good for you. But you can never be stronger than a man, and that is fact. You know, that's what I like about the society here. The women, they stick with the man, they support the man, they talk nice to the man, they know their place. That's what I'm talking about. Whether it be in China, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in Vietnam, you name it, right? Across African countries. If a woman with a Western mentality go to Africa and demanding, trust me, you'll see how people will put them into place. I'm so happy I grew up in a society where my background basically is African, right? And basically, I think in the last video, someone said, this African guy talk a lot of things. I think he's trying to offend my feeling. And I was like, I'm not a woman. You can't offend my feeling like that, right? You think I saying Africa, I'll be vexed. In fact, thank you for the compliment. Africa is such a gorgeous place. Don't get me wrong, there's still poverty there. Africa can't even get close to China advancement at the moment. Not to say I hate Africa, that's my root. I'm always proud. And I can say, yeah, that's my root, that's my homeland. You understand? Here, I'm a guest, I'm a foreigner here, but I appreciate the good things they're doing. Where credit is due, you just have to give it. You just have to say it, isn't it? So that's the reason why you have to highlight when someone is doing something good, someone is doing something right. You know, so if anyone trying to say, oh, go back to Africa, that's a bloody compliment. You know, so rich in culture. If the Africa have the, what is it, the resources China have, right? I'm talking about Africa is a continent. Yeah. So let me just say, Africa is a continent. If Africa have the leadership, right, like China have, basically, many African countries will prosper, and there's still some countries out there, they're full of corruption due to poor leadership, which is really sad, because the vulnerable people out there, they're struggling, you know. But then again, Africa is fantastic. I mean, if you see modern day Africa in different countries, it will blow your mind. Hence why in the future I can't wait to go and visit. I did say next year, that's the plan. I want to visit at least 1 or 2 African countries. You know, remember I still work here and I got legal obligations, so I can't just leave and just travel. You know, of course my YouTube channel, since I moved to China, doesn't make me that much money like it used to, so it's fine. It's totally fine. As long as I'm being honest, I'm creating things out there. I just want to show people exactly what life is like here in China. It's a marvelous place. I love the Chinese people. They treat me with hope in mind. I even told some of my friends, like, yeah, I returned back to my fate. Man, the support is unbelievable. I just want to say to every single one of you out there that support me, I saw comments coming from different part of the world, really. Malaysia, Indonesia, you know, of course, China, you name it, right? Across America, people are so nice. I mean, in the UK as well, people from different parts, right? They're all surprised. Yes, I was a bit confused. I was lost. I was sort of afraid, you know. But no, I'm not afraid at all. Like to tell people who I am and my fate and what I'm up to, right? This whole genuine. I'm not a converted Muslim. I'm a real Muslim, and I've forgotten so much. Oh my God. But with Allah, inshallah, and I'll improve and I'll get better. And I think I still know how to read some dua. I know how to read Al-Fatiha, and of course, Kul Wallahu Ahad, Allahu Samad, Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad, wa Lam Yakul Lahu Kufuwan Ahad. So yeah, I still remember that after all these years. It's unbelievable, right? It's like as soon as I step inside the mosque, right? It's like everything just clicking, you know. But I even watched some videos how to do ablution, and I smashed it. I think I only forgot 1 or 2, but I'm used to it now, so I'll try my best like to go to mosque a bit frequently now. So yeah, with time I think I'll get better. And yeah, so I really appreciate your support, really. So China is such a marvelous place, and I think a lot of people have been told lies all these years, and I'm so happy, very, very happy I got a platform where I can voice my opinion regardless of my religious faith or whatever, right? Just voice things out there, you know. I'll be covering different type of topic on my channel. This is my channel, I run it. If you don't like it, just stop watching, just go, you know. I will show you real China, you know. And yeah, I just did it for the sake of doing it, give you information for free, because the misleading information out there is really damaging. But hopefully my channel, my small channel, could make an impact, you know, show people what China really is. Yeah, don't worry, I'll come back to Indonesia for a visit and Malaysia, but for now I am very, very happy in China, and I'm also working here, you know, and this place surprised me quite a lot, and I love it. I've made some friends here. I've got quite a lot of mosques I can go to, and at the same time it's just a peaceful place in China everywhere you go, and you'll get to see more of the fantastic places here in China. Don't worry, in the future you'll get to see me do some activities as well with some work colleagues, and yeah, basically, and yeah, it's like just want to show you what China is really like, right?